Alright, we're here with Cameron Young, aka Kidleo, for a second place deck profile. Cameron, what deck were you playing?
Gravekeepers.
Alright, let's see what cards are in this deck.
They gotta play the 3 Commandant. That's the one that searches Necro Valley by ditching it. This card got Ash more than anything in the whole deck, which is a good thing. 3 Spiritualists. She's the new one that just came out. She says during your main phase, you can fusion into a spellcaster using cards on the field or in your hand. So she can make shit all winded technically if you have a shit all in your deck, but use her to make the new fusion that just comes out. And then just 1 Inspector Border. I should have played more, probably like 2 or 3. 1 wasn't enough. I barely seen it. And my friend Javen told me to put that in. And then that's all the monsters. And the spells. 3 Necro Valley, of course. Everybody should know what that does. 3 Necro Valley Throne, new card that just came out. It's the Gravekeeper's Rhoda. Searches for any Gravekeeper, or you can get an extra normal summon. 3 card in Demise. This is why I only play 7 monsters. 3 Pot of Duality. 1 Upstart, and then 1 Desires. That's all like the draw cards with the Demise. And then 1 Raigeki. This deck wants to go first, obviously, but sometimes I have a hard time going second, so Raigeki's alright. It's alright. It wasn't like amazing. I'd probably take it out. And then 1 Terraforming to search for Necro Valley also. And then 1 Hidden Temples in Necro Valley. I would play 2. I just didn't have it that day. I would have probably taken out like an Upstart for it if I had the second copy. But next week I'll have the second copy. And then the 1 World Tribute because it's only on 1. The card's amazing. Won me so many games. And that's all the spells, traps. 3 Imperial teams in the Necro Valley. This is the Gravekeeper's Solemn Judgment if they have the Gravekeeper and Necro Valley on board. 3 Gozen match. This I could play Rivalry or Gozen. Doesn't really matter. I just feel like Gozen's better. And it put in a lot of work. 2 Waking the Dragon. The locals is full of freaking combo decks. I resolved this like, I think 3 different games. It's pretty good. 2 Mirror Force. Just removal. Nobody plays around that card anymore. And Lynx can't go to defense to play around it. So, just nice board weight. And then, of course, all the Solemns. 3 Strike, 1 Warning, and then 1 Judgment. And that's all the traps. Extra. So, Waking the Dragon targets Nature Exterio, the Last Warrior from Another Planet, and Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. The only ones I summoned were these 2 off Waking the Dragon. Summoned him twice, him once. Never made that. And then Clara Rushka, the Ventrilo Duo? I have no idea how to say all that. These are all my links. Akashic Magician, Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Phoenix, and then those are all the links. I didn't really make them. I literally made none of them. And then the XYZ's Castell, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, Exoton Knight, Utopia Lightning. Only XYZ I made was Utopia Lightning per game. That's it. I didn't even need the other ones. And then the fusions, 3 Gravekeepers, Supernaturalist. That's their new fusion that they got. She says while she's on the board, your field spells can't be destroyed by card effects, and neither can she. And then during your main phase, you activate her effect to, at the end phase, search for any Necro Valley card. So that means Hidden Temple Necro Valley, the Counter Trap, the Necro Valley search card, or she can search any Gravekeeper too. And then Winda, because I side of Shadal Beast. And then the side, 3 Dark Bribes, because I feel like every trap heavy deck needs Dark Bribe just to play around Twin Twisters and evenly. Because it's hard to play around both of them with just one card. This takes care of both of them. 2 Heavy Storm Duster for back row decks, of course. 3 Exceed Encore for the Rongos. 3 Ghost Ogres. That's the only good hand trap you can play with Demise. And I needed some kind of hand traps on the side at least. 2 Dino Wrestler Prank Tops. And the other Inspector Border, I should have put him in the main, not sided it. If I were to put him in the main, I would have taken out Upstart, Goblin, or Raigeki probably, to put him instead. Next time I play it, I'll play like 2 or 3. And then the One Shadal Beast. I never sided in the Beast either. I felt like it wasn't that good. I probably would have played the Window or the Beast again. And then that's it.
And what were your matchups?
Matchups were, first round I played Orcus, which I lost, which is terrible because it's my best matchup, because they had to vanish from the grave a lot. But game 1 I drew 3 of the Necro Valley Throne, 1 Commandant, and the Necro Valley, so couldn't do anything. And he ashed the search card, so I couldn't do anything. And then I played 3 Altergeist. I beat all of them. I only lost once. I only lost to Orcus. Played 3 Altergeist, beat all of them. And last one was, I can't even remember. Oh, Orongo Bongo. And I win game 1, so it was like auto win. Game 2 he got it, then game 3 I won. You go first against Orongo Bongo, it's like auto win. They can't do anything.
All right, thank you for the deck profile.
No problem.